What's going on, everybody? I am Untrained Astronaut, and this is Church of Astro. Today we have a special guest, which is Dude Grows. Welcome him to the stage once I figure out how to put him on the stage. There we have it. What is going on, mister? How we doing?
It's the weekend, man. It's technically a holiday weekend down in the States there, right? Memorial Day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Maywiggle. She's out with the kids at the lake. I didn't even think about that because I didn't actually realize it was Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I guess that makes sense why she was down there. I guess I don't ask that many questions, but I probably should start. So is that what you were doing? You said you were camping when I was on the phone with you earlier. How'd that go?
It's good, man, because there's this badass lake. I don't know. The boat launch is like 20 minutes from our house, so we like to go out and do a little boat camping. And you don't get any reception in the whole lake, which is a beauty as well. So nobody can bug you. You get to unplug, get away from it all. And yeah, man, I'm glad you got a hold of me though. I was busy on my weekend. I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna hang with Untrained Astronaut, do a little show, and get down.
Hell yeah. So you're probably going to go back out and go camping again after this. Is that what you're
Oh,
going
it's
to go
work
do?
day.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Okay.
work day tomorrow. We got Dude Grow shows to do tomorrow. We actually record a few things tomorrow. Scotty was asking if we should take the day off, and it's like, let's do this. Let's get it done. The cup's right around the corner. We're going to talk about that. And I'm just noticing, you can see me use my focus stick live in action here.
Do you really? That's a
Look, I can-
fucking cool stick you've got there, sir. Much respect. If you get that to focus in perfectly, this is astonishing. How does wow?
That's some practice.
I can see the
You've done that
fucking
before.
fish. Like he has got it.
Solid
down.
state shit, man. You don't need. You can get like a little remote thing, but you can use bamboo for so much, man. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Awesome, dude. I like it. Fucking multi-purpose bamboo. So I was looking through things on here. I haven't used StreamYard in a while, and I found a question thing on there, and the surprise is the answer. Here it is, right there. All the above. I don't even know when I put that there, how high I was when I came up with that. What's the first thing you do? It claims being a bitch, and then it says spit vinegar on your animals. I don't know how high I was. So I'm gonna take that off of there. Yeah, never mind.
What is that?
I haven't been on StreamYard forever, and you start looking through the overlays, like, how the fuck did that get there? You know what I mean? Like, hell, I could make it equal like this. So we've got a fun episode. We're going to be talking a lot about the Dudes Grow Show Cup, which is this amazing event, which, if you guys don't know, or if you haven't heard me talk about it, it's the one I'm referring to when I'm talking about the event that you want to go to. And I say that because I've been to so many, whether it be all these that you've seen the videos of being at. The only one that I've truly felt is like the weed event that you would expect it to be is the DGC, as in wherever you go, you will find greenery. It's quite abundant as well as other things. So you'll find, there was a shroom station there last night. That was really cool, man. It's the first time I've seen that somewhere. So I had an amazing time. And then to top it all off, the food was ridiculous. It was like the best food I'd ever had. I was also belligerently high, and everything would have been good.
That helps.
My God, let me tell you, that food was the best. So, and I know Cosmic, you felt the same way. We had a blast.
It was amazing.
And then, special news, guess who is going to the DGC with us?
Me.
You're damn right. It's... I forgot we made that. I just found it on StreamYard.
I forgot you made
so
that.
I was thinking, I was like, whenever I tell people he's going, I'm going to hit play on this one.
But yeah, I didn't know if I could make it, but I was able to get the time off work.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was literally one of the coolest things I've ever done. I appreciate y'all for putting it on. It was amazing.
Yeah, I definitely want it to be an experience. I mean, the main goal is to break the stoner stereotype. The stoner stereotype's slowly dying, but have something when you show up to. I've been to plenty of events, some good, some completely unorganized, and it's like this one. I want it to be a connoisseur. It's a tasting, if you will. That's what we tell people. We were calling around. I always like to have, being an event planner for this event. If you're a pro, you should have a backup venue, and that's kind of important. So when you call around, I'm trying to think about how to explain to somebody that rents part of their acreage for wedding, or is calling people that do hold weddings. Like, so what do you want to do? And I'm like, I'm going to tell we do a tasting. Like, you can't just be like, we throw a weed party. You got to get them, you got to bring them up to speed. But this year it's a new venue. We're really excited about it. Vermilion Hill in Longmont, Colorado, and which is about 35 minutes out of Denver or so. But the couple that is hosting us at this venue is totally into cannabis culture. Shannon, she does the Women's Cannabis Golf League. They're embedded in the community, so it's really good to support somebody that believes in the plant and that is really excited to host this. So
yeah,
Hell yeah.
It was honestly, I just kind of, I grew my first plant last year, and so I was just kind of getting into the growing thing, and like the community, it was just such a welcoming place. And like normally when you get like a large group of people all together, there's at least one person. Right. It's like, I wish that person just was not here. There wasn't a single person that I interacted with that entire weekend where I was like, I'm not really a fan of that person.
Everybody was just like a genuinely good person. Like, hey, what's up? Like, yeah, what's up? Back at you 10 times harder. And it's like, yes! Everywhere you go, it's exciting. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to sneak him in. Nobody's even going to know. Have you got your ticket yet?
I am going to buy it tonight.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. All right. So, wink. We are buying that ticket. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a fun time. There is a lot of other people going, including the boys from the stash. We're talking Pigeons, Rob Forts, or CLTV. What the fuck was I gonna say? Rob Forts? Who the fuck is that? Anyway, we've got Mr. Grow. It's going to be there too. So that's really, I think, right? I think it's everybody from the staff. I don't know why I keep looking at you like you're going to know. You might know.
It'll be the there's some great content creators. Matt from why am I brain farting? Thank you. As well as the Strain dude.
Strain Show, my dude.
Yes, you got it. You got it. So
I was like, you should fucking make it to the DGC. So I'm glad to see he's making it. That's awesome. Hell yeah. No, totally. Strain Show, Matt's awesome. Great guy.
No, it's a good time to walk around, like you said, meet people, talk it up. You said like a mushroom station. There was we got Tanazi with Sacred 3 Mushrooms. He'll be there hanging out. I'm sure he'll have some goodies. But it reminds me to be careful at events with edibles and or psychedelics, unless you're a pro, like you want to enjoy the event. And a lot of times, and we learned this at the Common Ground Fair, where you were at, shout out when we were hanging out in Columbia, Missouri. Like we got somebody brought some edibles over to Grambo. They're like, dude, just say like the show. I'm like, wait a minute. How many milligrams? And he's like 500. I'm like, Grambo, don't eat that. Like, dude, man, don't eat that. So just be careful. It's really hard I say bring a little stash bag. People gift a lot of herb, edibles, everything's going on, plants. It's like a weed circus. It's great.
The weed circus, good term for it. It really is, dude. It's a good time, man. There's like zero judgment unless you bring a leaf blower. But truthfully, that was like the funnest shit ever, dude. It was ridiculous. That thing was putting off shit everywhere, and it was probably just I had to put that thing away for sure. I understand why completely. That was a good time though. We took it back to Scotty's place and used it at the factory. Holy hell, dude! That was some great content too. If you guys haven't seen the first video that I put out, it was that was all prior to the DGC. And that last video that I put for it and stuff, that was because the rest of the content that didn't end up getting to it. But what ended up happening as they got better at filming, looking back at the quality that I was at, it's like, fuck, I can't go back to using that. I've already ascended like 3 times higher than that. And it's like, fuck, this year is going to be a whole different ballpark though. It's going to be another fucking banger coming soon because of that. So, and you brought up the Common Ground Fair. That was an amazing time. What a unique opportunity to be able to judge that with you guys. So at the time, I wasn't quite certain if I had a cold or if it were allergies, since I'm this new guy to allergies all of a sudden. I don't know. They say it changes every 7 years. Well, it hasn't been fun discovering my new superpower.
No.
Looking at weather. Oh, yeah, I got you full screen. Shit, my bad. So that was fun. And speaking of, that was actually held by Kindway Farms, a good friend of the show. Everybody knows and loves Kindway. Yeah, we've done, oh my God, so many giveaways. Not only that, but grow-alongs. We gave away 100 packs of seeds for free in the Discord, which, by the way, I've seen the link in the chat. Let me get it one more time, Saul, if you could. If you drop that link, I'm going to pin it as the comment. So for anybody who doesn't know, we have a Discord. It is going strong. We just fired it up not long ago. We're at 600 or something like that. So be sure to go join up on there because Kindway Farms actually has agreed to do another one. That's right. You can get ready for another grow-along where we're going to give away seeds, but not I think it's just going to be 100. I think we'll talk about the numbers a little bit later on when we've discussed it with her. So get ready for that. I see the link to the Discord, pinning that in the comments. And I wanted to ask you a couple questions, dude, about the DGC. Like, what brought that to the table? What made that happen? What made you just say, fuck it, I'm throwing the best goddamn event I've ever even heard of?
Well, Scotty, he likes to, it's what's the saying? Like, if you throw a lot of shit at the wall, you know, something's going to stick. He said, you know, we've been through claw machines, dabbing darts, all kinds of crazy ideas. And I think one year he's like, we should just have like a weed comp. Let's see what happens. And then I've always like, even to back in high school, hosting a good party. Actually, the first party I hosted, I think I was a freshman, and it got so big, my parents were out of town. I had to call my neighbors to call the cops on me. I'm like, I have lost control of my own party.
What the actual fuck did you just say? That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Huge hands
like,
down.
you guys. But the first one was in, oh man, is almost, I think this is like our 9th or 10th, and it was in Rhino. It was we found an older couple that had an art studio, because again, I wanted to, you know, class it up a little bit, and they're totally open to us having an event there. There's maybe 80 people turned up, and that was a lot of fun, and it just kept building from there. The opportunity, what really came with Cultivated Synergy, which is a business that is not a business anymore. COVID killed them, unfortunately, but they had a big warehouse, and when they weren't hosting events, it was like a shared workspace for people in the cannabis industry. They do like smoking token yoga. They do people that have their offices or share, you know, office space there in an open area. And it was classy, man. It was like a done-up warehouse with a fancy, nice kitchen, and we could burn down in there. Like, it's very rare you can find a big place that's going to allow you to smoke inside. So that, you know, but they had a capacity limit to it, about 300, and we've grown beyond that. So now, you know, it's been nice to be outside. We're on a beautiful farm. This farm's like over 100 acres. The home on it, I couldn't believe they're just willing to do it. It's like a, I don't know, multi-million-dollar big ass home and a beautiful retrofitted barn that we're able to use as well. So we're gonna have the big tent and the barn, and then just a view of the Front Range of Colorado. You can see with right in the center of it is Long's Peak, which is the closest 14er, has 14,000 foot peak to Denver. So I'm stoked.
Dude, it sounds amazing. And with all that being said, for everybody who goes, make sure you're respectful of the environment. And if you have some trash, throw it away. There's trash cans everywhere. You know, it sounds like these are really generous people and an amazing property. So let's make sure it stays that way. I also say that
consumers. Go ahead. I'll tag on you. Go ahead.
It's just that one place that everybody stays at. That hotel. Well, you remember what it's called? Is it Days End?
Yeah, Days Inn was the one in Fort Collins, which I think some people still are staying at. It's about 35 minutes from the venue. If you want to stay right in Longmont, it's like 5 minutes from the venue. But there was a lot of DGC that would hang at the Days Inn. There's an outdoor smoking area. They'd all congregate that there. It was, yeah, cool times.
Just wanted to make sure that everybody keeps, like everybody's so polite who work there. So, yeah, just clean up your shit. Keep it simple. And then what were you saying about that?
It seems like, so, if you host a party, you've been to a party where there's consumption, alcohol, obviously not for everybody, but when people get down and party down, can be a little more sloppy, let ambitions down, no clean up. I was amazed at the past few DGC Cups. We had a tent that's 160 feet long, I think, by 60 feet wide. And at the end of the day, I look around and almost everybody has cleaned up. Like, there's not a lot to do. And I think that goes kind of with, I don't know, you maybe a little more conscious. You're in that state of mind when you're high. You're a little more compassionate for people around you, the environment, all that good stuff.
I think that's kind of true, dude. Everybody was like really cool and with it and shit.
I also think it's just a product of the overall environment. Like, it's a very, like, I really felt like everyone there was just my best friend, and you just felt like you wanted to take care of them. Everybody was rooting for each other. It was a competition. There was judging. Like, everybody wanted to win. But, like, everyone was so happy for everyone else. And I think it's just an environment that you guys create that it was really awesome. And, like, the community creates. Again, like, it's like, it was something I did not expect it. Like, it was, I don't want to sound like over dramatic or anything, but it was honestly like life-changing to be like, man, there's a place like this that exists.
Think about how many fucking people out there in the audience right now are like, dude, I want to go to these events, but every time I do, it feels like a fucking garage sale. They're just selling bags that have pot leaves on it, and that's fucking it. Like, I'm here to get fucked up. What do you mean we can't smoke here? Like, what the fuck are you trying? No, suck my asshole. I'm done. Like, you know, like this place, you go there, you get fucking high as you want. You have a great time, and everybody's kind. You can leave your shit on the table, and no one will steal it. Why? Why the fuck would they? Everybody there's awesome. They're all just smoking all the free weed that's provided because you try it. Yeah, take that note. Where they get the free weed there?
Well, we haven't said it yet, just in case you're curious. DGCcup.com will get you information and tickets. Yeah, the way, I mean, you call it a competition, but it's more cooperation. Stealing that from Scotty. Like, you know, there's so much dank. There's going to be at least 65 strains. I think we're in the upper 50s now entered. I think we have one head bud tender. Shout out to Preston, who works in the industry. And, you know, I learned this from basically we would have volunteer bud tenders, which is cool. But then, you know, your volunteers, like I want them to enjoy the event. Like we have to up this, and we got 15, I think, at least professional bud tenders that go around. Every strain has its own grinder. We don't want any cross contamination. You can go to each strain, and they're just numbered 1 through. We don't give any other more information, strain names or anything, just to try and have it as fair as possible. But really, it's just a day of token down heavy. Everybody gets 5 voting tokens. And I can't say that whoever came in second is better than all these. It's just hard. At the end of the day, if you're in the top 3, you're even the top 10, that's freaking awesome. But if you're not, I've seen some dank that's like, dude, and how can you go through 60? Some people do it. Some people actually try every freaking strain. I tell people a tip is, because you get a custom, we got a new version out this year, DGC Glass 1-hitter that you get to keep, and that's what you use to sample on all day. But pack them light, man. Like pack them light if you're going to try and get through a lot of the strains. Obviously you can't judge on effect. Like how can you judge on effect?
Exactly. It would be awfully hard to be able to do that through 60 plus range, or to keep a consistent tally. You know what I mean? Like it was easy to see most of the people were just kind of like, you know, walking around. I was going around and I tried, I think, all of them. And then you helped record that, didn't you? Me trying all of them. Yeah. And I hadn't even that's why I had so much footage. Oh my God, too. I'm really excited. And I wanted to bring that up too. So thank you again for hiring me to come out there. You're the reason I'm making it out this year. So I'm stoked about it. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to be filming some stuff for these guys. So look forward to that. You already know it's going to be a good time. And if you're going out there, let us know in the comments. Hell, we'll even look at the chat for a little while. Yeah, I'm sure you got it right there, dude. If you're going, shout it out. Saul is in here. He's keeping track of these things too, kind of in a way. So be sure to let us know and join the Discord. That way we can talk more about it. We're going to start a new page on there for all the people who are going to the DGC. That way you can stay in communication with me, Saul, Macho, who are also going with us to the DGC. Yes, it is going to be content creator heaven out there. It's going to be literally all of us from my crew here. And it's going to be Strange Show. It's going to be The Stash. It's going to be, obviously, the Dudes Grow Show. And it's going to be Rasta Jeff, which I'm doing the Seed to Harvest on Golden Goat. And he's also helping me with that Seed to Harvest.
Nice.
And it's going to be a good time, man. So it's going to be a really fun event. If you're going, let us know and join the Discord. That way you can stay in touch, because while I'm there, Saul and I are going to keep an eye on the Discord so we can all meet up and everybody has a good time. Plus, we can film all sorts of shit. So be sure to get with us. And, dude, what else? Let's see. Seedsman, promo code Astro. AC Infinity, promo code Astro. All right, and we got Bizzle 420s going also. Forgot to mention. Oh, the Hash Bash. I'm letting you take the torch with that. What's going on with that? I heard about it.
I mean, I was just sitting here one day. I don't know how the hell I got on the subject. So I was like, you know what? Every year we do this. You know, there's a big tent there that, you know, it's a pretty penny. This tent's 200 feet long this year by, I think, 40 foot wide to fit. And just logistics of getting everything together. It's like we have all that already set up and we don't do anything with it on Sunday. They don't pick it up till Monday. So I was like, man, we should do something. And we do get requests. You guys should allow hash, you know, you should allow concentrate, you should allow rosin. You should have another competition within that. And in my brain, I'm like, dude, that's making my head explode. To do all that in one day is too much. Plus, I don't want people consuming off dabs, voting on all that, and then be expected to go vote on all. It's just too much for one day. So shout out to Kyle, Tropicana Kyle, and Tops, Taking Tops, 2 Colorado boys that are experts in this area. And then they are coordinating, or they're going to have rig stations. They have their own bud tenders fired up for that day. They're going to have, like, dude, there's going to be pieces of like rigs that are worth like 10 grand that we're allowing people. Like, it's a whole other culture that I'm learning about. dab culture. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And there's so many people it's brought to my attention, like, dude, you don't even know how many people out there just won't even touch flower. Like, they're not even interested in flower. So I want to cater to that audience and, have another event since everything's set up. So we got Hash Bash. We got a lot of the same people coming to that. They got the 2-day pass. You can buy a 2-day pass as well. And I'm going to be careful because I'm the guy that says I like a quarter of a dab. Like, I like a light ass dab. Otherwise, I get freaking like, I get the paranoid high. Like, I start thinking about too much shit.
Those aren't fun.
Yeah.
Those are not fun.
I am not excited to even talk about my ability to smoke dabs. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm learning to. It's not even. It's so like, what in the hell was I thinking? Like, it's not cool. It's just like when you consume so much of it, it just loses the fun of it. So I've really had to take a step back to where I can appreciate it again. Because I'm smoking like entire half-gram dabs per sitting, like just going to town on that shit. But like, what happens is it has the ability to cover that CV1 gland and actually coat it to where shit just doesn't get you high. And that happens actually really fast. So it's not too fun. You got to take the tolerance down again. But like, yeah, dude, at that event, it was heaven because I'm just going around trying everything. And with weed, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like, let's say if I'm like really high on like something that I'm like, I don't know, like really like slow or lazy feeling on. I mean, I smoke like I don't know, really energetic type, maybe a sativa or whatever. What do you want to call it? It's just kind of like that. It does tend to change. Like with weed, I feel like you can get kind of across. Like if you're like high on this and you try this, you can feel the difference at times. But with the wax, it all just kind of blends together with me anymore. Hash, though, oh my God, I love hash. Hash is just, it's phenomenal, man.
Now, wait, when you say hash, what do you, so
Bubble.
hash to me is like, yeah, I got these brown chunks of, hash samples in this bag here where we call it the hash bash. And like, I apparently, resin falls into that category. You guys should check out, I just went out yesterday. We did a show with Kyle all about the hash bash. Yeah, exactly. That's what I got that type of bubble.
Yeah, should I have a tray?
And I've been learning a lot more about even temps. He's like, what's a tip if you want to go around and taste a bunch of concentrates but not get too high? He's like, watch the temp. Pull the temp down quite a bit. You can tell the bud tenders, hey, I want this low because I want to taste it more than I want it to elevate me because I'm trying a bunch of shiz here. So I've been learning. Like I said, this event's going to be educational for me.
Dude, hell yes. I want to bite my tongue off. I quit smoking Juuls. I'm chewing nicotine gum like an absolute madman. I quit 4 days ago, and I'll tell you what, I quit smoking cigarettes when I had my first boy, and it was hard. But I had that little Juul. I cannot get over that damn thing. I thought about that thing when I slept last night. I want to rip my dick off Felton River. That's all I can do to get rid of the thought. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, anyway. Sorry to detour. That's the only thing crossing my mind at this moment.
No, I have a quick comment on that. One, I've never heard that phrase about throwing your dick in a river.
All sorts of phrases uttered in this office.
Yeah.
My wife, on and off, like she's struggles with, like, she doesn't smoke much. She'll quit for half a year, but then she'll be back to maybe 2 a day. But when she's needing a crutch, we have Harlequin. It's a 1-to-1 strain. Or sometimes even better. I don't know if you've ever smoked like straight, really nice CBD flower. I have a couple times when we had a sponsor from a CBD. It looks just like Kind Bud. And really, I puffed on this joint once driving up to Fort Collins, about an hour drive, and just felt like relaxed in the seat. It's not psychedelic at all, whatever. It's straight CBD. But you can buy, and maybe it's too close to the real thing, like straight packs of CBD joints that look pretty damn close to like a cigarette if it's just to try and get over that moment of like, oh my God, so I don't know, just something maybe to try if you're into.
That sounds like something, like, for sure. I'll tell you, the actual trick that I found for quitting cigarettes is not a good one. I guess I wouldn't even say it's a trick. It's kind of dumb. Every time I wanted a cigarette, I would smoke a joint. I'll tell you what, it worked.
That's fine.
It worked. Like, yeah, like, I just actually stopped myself from saying fuck after I've dropped that word like 32 times.
Yeah, well, think about it though. When you smoke a J, and not all the time, but it's definitely sometimes you'll become reflective. You'll see it if you've played around with mushrooms, they can definitely put you into a self-reflection mode deeply. Whereas same with weed, I think you might smoke a J and be like, dude, why am I thinking I want to? Yeah, nice. Why am I thinking that's ridiculous? I want to smoke a cigarette. It's a tool.
Oh my god, it is. What? How much? Like, do you love mushrooms? Like, did you used to do them a lot? Do you still do them? What are your thoughts on them?
Totally different now. So mushrooms is like back in the day, it would be like, here's half an eighth, split it with me, let's trip. First time I tried mushrooms, I went to a party with some of my bros. It started kicking in. This was when I was in high school. I had no idea. I'm like, you guys got to take me home. Like, you don't want to go home. I'm like, you guys got to take me. No, you don't want to go home. You know, your parents are there. Like, you don't want to go home. You're going to be tripping. They took me home. I started watching TV in the basement, and then that got really weird. And about a half hour later, you guys got to pick me up. I got to get out. But the now it's more you can't get them in the States, but there's this blend. It's a mushroom capsule called Moonlanders. So, you know, perfect. The untrained astronaut should take some Moonlanders. You know what I'm saying?
That would be cool.
They're only 300 milligram psilocybin crushed mushroom, but they have CBD, maca, L-theanine. It's this awesome blend, and I can really scale them. Like, I like to take one when I go mountain biking or whatever. I don't trip at all, but it's kind of interesting in the woods. I feel like it heightened rapid eye awareness. A little bit something's there. You could take 2 and you're like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. Or to take 4 when I'm going to the concert, you know, then that's equivalent to just over a gram. So I like the scalability and the predictability of them. I'm not too much anymore grabbing half an eighth or eating an eighth or really trying to trip out. I would look at those at this point in my life if I'm trying to accomplish something. Like, I know people that have literally, you know, I don't know if you have, as far as taking mushrooms to really reflect on quitting smoking or a different habit or drinking or whatever. They can definitely take you to that. Like Grambo, Grambo was like, he had a trip on some mushrooms and he's like, okay, I gotta stop with the edibles, man. You know, 200 milligrams plus a day. This might be too much. So they're a tool as well, man. I dig on them. What about your experience? I mean, is it a recreational thing? Are you taking enough that you're wanting to hallucinate, self-reflect?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Like, everything, I have too much fun with things, and I think to myself, it'll never end. So it just keeps going until that train hits a fucking pipe, and then it says it ended. It was like, all right, so you remember the last time we tripped?
Yeah,
I do too, vividly. Still to this day, it was that fun. All right, so how it goes with me, it's all fun. I do like to do the microdosing. I was noticing all sorts of benefits. You know, the more research you do of mycelium and what it actually does to benefit your body, and they believe that mycelium is what actually connects neural pathways or connected the neural pathways, leading cavemen or Neanderthals to actually be able to communicate. And so, not only that, but mycelium. Look at the tree, like the Acacian strain. So that is a tree that's grown in Africa, and if a giraffe goes up and eats off of it, it will actually use the mycelium to talk to a plant that is literally a mile down the road and say, "Hey, this giraffe is eating us. Can you smell like shit?" And it's kind of crazy that it can actually communicate. And this has actually been around for, I mean, the fucking bigger the roots, the bigger the fruits, is that saying, but it's so much more down there. The mycelium is an entire city below these plants. And it's like mushrooms, just looking at the ecosystem, how it's all full circle. And that's the actual word for that is like Ouroboros, which is the dragon eating its tail, the snake eating its tail. Life is full circle, and the mycelium is what actually degrades and composts the fucking rabbit when it dies, and it feeds the earth. And it's kind of like how it's all connected. Well, eating mushrooms can clear out your system. They're using mushrooms to clear out oil spills in the water because it works better than anything else they've ever found. Lion's mane mushrooms is proven to help cure, or to help actually reduce and cure breast cancer. And then lion's mane does Parkinson's disease. I mean, mycelium is extremely beneficial to you in so many ways, just like nature had intended. And it's been so frowned upon due to the war of drugs, which was just a racist kick anyway. So when the war of drugs happened, they were never able to truly test. And so as technology advanced, they never really understood it and never continued to understand or bother to, because it all got shut off with Reagan. But now that it's back open, the floodgate on what it can actually do has just begun to open. And it's fun to see and it's fun to experience. But with all these like fun things being said, you got to take into account, this is still something that you're not used to. You have to learn how to live in an altered state like this for a little while, and it could be a lot. So really ease your way into it. You know, do small doses and don't dive in like, dumb people like me. But last time we did it, we did 11 grams. Or I did 11, you did 9, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then my nephew
That's
did
diving in.
Yeah,
Buddy,
it was not a good idea.
It
Not
was
a good idea.
Too deep. I mean, I called my mom in the middle of the night. I think it was like 3 a.m. And she didn't answer, thank God, because I was calling to tell her she needed to wear a high visibility vest because I thought people were hunting her, as if that would fucking help her in that situation. Yeah, I
well,
don't
I'll give
even
you a fist bump on that. Yeah, mushroom is, medicinal, psychedelic or not. I mean, one, you can spend a lot of money quick. You mentioned lion's mane. For me, turkey tail mushrooms are amazing. Me and my wife have those on the daily for gut health. They're anti-infection, they're anti-cancer. But there's a lot. And when you think about, we can call it Chinese medicine or old school medicine, like has been around a lot longer than modern medicine. Modern medicine is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes when, I just gave my daughter, she's been dealing with something for 3 weeks. I'm like, you know what? I don't know why I haven't been giving you some turkey tails. Like, getting into them, and you can grow a lot of them too, just like you grow psychedelic ones and grow tents on bags and have fun with it as a hobby as well. So, and you're right. Like nature put it here for a reason. And I live in a place now in the Pacific Northwest in the rainforest that I've been just open up all the more to, like, there are so many freaking mushrooms around. And one more thing, we'll get off so if you're not talking your ear off on mushrooms, I would be a mycologist in my next life. If you want to learn more about what Will was talking about there, from tree, search podcast From Tree to Shining Tree. And it's just about 30 something minutes long, but it blows your mind about how these trees are really an organism, all of them together. It's not just one tree in the woods versus another tree. The mycelium network, mind blowing.
Crazy. And they believe plants are sentient beings. They can actually detect color, all sorts of stuff, man. It's kind of crazy, dude.
Color? Wait, did you say color?
Yeah, they could tell you the color of your shirt. That's actual facts. Like, it's nuts, dude. That categorizes it as a sentient being. Like,
was this on 9 grams or 12 grams?
This is definitely it's cool to learn about this type of stuff. It's crazy to where it's going, but it's just being able to like, dude, I seen this other thing where they actually put these, like, they have the ability now to like put something on the back of a cat's head and it can't detect exactly what it's looking at, but it can see blurs of things moving. So they could like see almost like vicariously through the eyes of the cat. Isn't that crazy? That's where shit's going now, dude. It's fucking like, it's limitless. I got this blunt done. This is going to distract me because this is actual nicotine. Nothing's changed with me wanting to bite my tongue off.
I haven't hit a blunt in a long time. I give a blunt, like, I like to hit a blunt about twice. And then after that, I got a little bit of that tobacco buzz, because I am a guy that likes a tobacco buzz, because I don't usually ever use tobacco. I used to dip once a day specifically because I really liked that nicotine getting right into my bloodstream, and just, it was a really, like, chill. Quit that shit just because it's gross and it costs so much up here in Canada. I can, but a blunt, I could dig on that for a couple good hits. It's got good flavor too. Is it backwoods? Is that how you have to do that to be official?
No, I buy so many because I'm stupid. I'll just start with that once more. I buy $100 worth at a time because I wake up every morning and smoke a full blunt with my coffee, and it's just the best way to wake up. When I quit smoking cigarettes, I went to the casino just to inhale other people's smoke, and I started smoking blunts. That's how I quit. Is that ridiculous or what? Like, that's not normal, but it worked. All right, so I come from a long line of people with addictive personalities, which is why I'm actually terrified of taking hard drugs and won't do it. And like, it's just crazy how I can still sense the addictive personality when it comes to all this stuff. Like quitting cigarettes, I knew I had to because I was way too dependent. I was 2 packs a day. And then the Juul pods.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. And I was
smoking. I didn't know you could live. Like,
dude, I am just ridiculous. I don't even know how, because I was smoking more than an ounce a day at one point of weed, and I don't know how how was I even making money doing what I was doing at that point? But he could say it was ridiculous. So I don't know. I'm glad that I've stepped away to where I can actually enjoy it, because it all begun because of medicinal benefits. But when you indulge yourself to the degree that I lost all purpose of medicinal benefits, and it became just not even fun. Like I remember getting like completely high and like, wow, this really helps out. Now I got to smoke 2 blunts filled with hash and then take a dab. That's not fun. That sucks because that's expensive. So it's like, you really got to like tone it down with that type of stuff. And now I think this DGC is going to be even more fun because I could truly be able to like enjoy the weed. I feel like I get the effects of it more, because what we're doing right here is the most I've smoked like I don't do this regularly anymore. I just wake up, smoke a blunt, and I take dabs the rest of the day out of the little dragon egg thing, you know. So I don't know. I'm so excited. We're all so excited.
Yeah.
We got the countdown happening in the Discord. Like every morning you check in. I check in every morning. So usually if I'm smoking a morning blunt, I don't have anything like I'm not editing. I'll smoke it in the Discord with everybody. But I usually get on. There's a lot of people who just kick it in the chat for the morning blunts too. But there is a countdown going where Saul's been counting down the days because we're all looking forward to this so much. So it's going to be amazing. It's got the new location. Ooh, Chad Westport's going to be there. Our fucking dude,
Yes,
which I would love to talk about Westport Posse. Have you grown that one?
I have not. You know, it's there's so many damn genetics going around. I mean, I still have a bag of some Fem JR from JR Token. I can't know where they're at right now. Regardless, and I take off usually in the summertime. I usually don't grow in the summer. I have a 1 2x4 tent in the kitchen that's right now filled with jalapenos. And my garage grow, I totally have, the AC and everything to do it. It's just the equipment works a lot harder to keep up with it being a sealed grow. The dehumidifier and the AC are constantly running, and I keep pretty damn busy. If you know the show, I call it Summertime. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Summertime. There's always so much fun shit to do, man. I get out as much as I can.
I love the Fresh Prince. I know the lyrics to the whole thing. I'm not going to sit here and sing it. I just know it, and you believe me on it. It's a good time.
What is this?
Oh man, I don't even know. That's iCann's Hulk's breakfast that we're smoking right there. And this is I had this up. This is Welcome to the Grow Tent Blueberry Spacewalk right here. Beautiful stuff. I'm currently growing quite a few things, but yeah, that's
nice.
Blueberry Spacewalk. Probably can't see it. But yeah. Pull it back. Oh, Bizzle with the $5. Thank you, good sir. Greatly obliged. Thank you for everybody who chimes in with that. I truly appreciate it. Let me put that on the screen there. Hell yeah. So we're fucking 12 days out, I think, at this point now. Man, that's exciting. Oh. Yeah, I already mentioned the Astro Space Games round 2, so you can see the case right here. That was really cool. I got to judge that thanks to our boys Frankie, Saul Bunyan, Macho, everybody. Bizzle, my dude. And yeah, it's so cool that you guys did that. We got to sit here and we did a live where we smoked all of them in one sitting. Me, this guy, and Vlad the Inhaler, who's probably in the comments right now. He came on by and helped us judge. It was a lot of fun. Be sure to go back and watch that live. And hell yeah. What's I don't know. What else you guys got planned? Anything cool? Or what so the VIP access, do you want to go over like what that comes with too?
We have a VIP party. It's pretty much sold out. If you guys are DGC producers or DGC, if you're on realdgc.com, message me over there. I check those every day and I try to take care of everyone. That's a little bit more of a quaint party Friday night. We got a couple food trucks. We got a glass blower actually, and we have a glass blower the day of the cup as well. So I'm stoked for that. Just a pre-party get together. And then Saturday's the main event. So
damn, dude.
What's the weather like out there right now? Do we know what's this last year was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect.
Best weather ever. Wasn't hot or nothing.
It's usually Butte. I mean, if you get some afternoon thunderstorms to cool things off for a sec, that can be kind of cool looking too. But yeah, it's good. And even if it isn't good, we're good to go. We're totally covered. It's one thing. You can have this event any type of weather. We had a DGC Cup on 420 one year, and it snowed 7 inches of wet snow. That sucked because we had an outside consumption area, and it was tough. We're going to move this back.
Dude, the tents, they're quality. I mean, whenever it got dark out there was lights even. I mean, it was cool to see. Like
those were some bright ass lights.
We're walking around like, God damn it, we finally found the one event that actually like does this shit. Like they went hard too. Like it was good. It wasn't like I don't know. It was more catered to you specifically to have fun. Like everything had attention to detail. These people are versed in it. They fucking done it before. And you can tell because I'm looking at these things because I do want to have something like this. I want to have a fucking Astro Space Games event or some shit. Like we've talked to some people about it and like in the maybe far future, maybe near, I don't know what the fuck holds next to the future and shit, but I could tell you it'd be cool. And when I thought about all the things I want to do, I look around at the events I go to and I'm like, yeah, these are neat. And then you go to yours like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, He's figured something out here. This is fucking cool. These people are not only walking around, they're smiling. Like there's something happening. It must be in the water. I don't know. Or the bong water. Because let me tell you, everybody's ripped, dude. Like I couldn't walk. Multiple times in the video too, there's people walking up handing me joints and I don't even know where it came from, so I don't know who to give it back to.
No, yeah, you just pass it off and it was gone. But there would be 3 more coming back at you.
Shout out to
I had to learn my etiquette with that. It's like, eventually it's like, hey, dude, I appreciate it. I'm freaking high. Like if I take a hit off of everything that's handed in anybody's way, like I try to monitor it, being the coordinator, I guess. But day of, man, we getting this pretty dialed. I always want to be able to walk around and hang out with everybody. It used to be I ran around like a madman, but now it's pretty dialed, and that's the goal, man. I got my wife's coming this year, Mrs. Dude, so she's never come to one. Oh no, way back in Cultivated Synergy, but regardless, so just stoked. I want to have a fun day.
Yes, dude, I can't wait. Like everybody, see, some of these things, like let's say MJ BizCon or whatever, like it's a really good time. But I look at it like that work aspect. You know what I mean? Because I'm going there and I got to make sure that this trip is worth my time. I'm paying all this money to get there usually, or whatever the case is, and I want to make sure that I'm focused. So I wake up at 6 a.m. I work out and shit, so I make sure that I'm ready for the day, limber and shit like that. Like I sound like such a douche, but it's true. I want to be able to make sure that, because for me as the editor too, I'm thinking to myself, I know what I need this to look like. I know what motion I need to do to get this, and I don't give a fuck how dumb I'm doing it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like we're getting out there, and I'm giving it my goddamn all, because this trip lasts 1, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. I gotta make it happen. Which I'm actually out there for like 4 or 5 days this time. So, like I said, if you're out there, hit me up in the Discord. We're gonna be kicking it on there with everybody too. But I'm ready for this, and the opportunity that you guys gave. That's gonna be fun. Ooh, and I'm bringing a photo box thingy for the competition entries, to be able to take a photo of all of them. I already got it packed. Ready.
Awesome. Yes. Yeah, we want to be able to document, if we could make like a count, I don't know what, but have it's pretty hectic and timing, but to have a good picture of every strain entered would be awesome for after the fact. So I wanted to ask you, how'd you come up with your genius untrained astronaut, handle there?
There's so many fun variables to it. It's just, it all kind of fell into play over time, truly. And it's the neatest thing because, I don't know, it fits in every way. Because I stepped into this and I'm very I know that I'm nothing. Why I say this is because I'm sitting next to right now a man who's been growing for 20 plus years. What could I ever offer that I'm not here to compete on knowledge by any means. This guy will blow me out of the water. I bring to the table the fun of it. I'm untrained and I'm willing to learn in every way. And I take off like a fucking astronaut with this shit, just to double play on the words. You know what I mean? It's a fun way of going about it.
I like it.
Be brutally honest with everything. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. But, when I do say it, and I say it factually, it's generally because I look it up. I'm real big on knowledge. And I love it when people correct me and tell me. It gives me an opportunity to step back and humble myself and realize if I'm wrong. So if I ever say anything wrong, please do let me know in the comments. I'm not shy toward it. Hey, we got Jay Maestro in here. I love that dude.
What up, Maestro?
One of my favorite people I met at the DGC. Seriously, the coolest guy ever. He's so cool. I don't know why. I was just having a good time with him in general. But he's for sure the dope. Dude, it's a cool event that you're gonna find a lot of like-minded people, dude. You really are. But yeah, dude, this is gonna be a fun time. And I'm looking, like I said, all these things. It's kind of like, look toward them like they're work. This, nah, he's counting down the days because he's taking vacation.
Yep.
This is literally vacation for him. This is literally vacation for me. I'm a father too. It's the best thing in the world. I'm stressed. I can't wait. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get high. And I love filming stuff. I love editing stuff. So I'm gonna have a really good time. And then all the cool people who are out there, we're not shy. Come up and say hi. Same with dude. If he's busy though, understand that. But
I'll be hanging.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be cool, man. God damn.
I'm hoping I can sport this shirt and really feel it. I just walk around and this is how I'm living.
Calmer than you are by the medicine. I just remembered. We also, Reggie the mechanic, my dude. We also have seen you in what was it, LA or some shit? What the fuck? Grover's Gauntlet. That's what it was. Y'all were at the Grover's Gauntlet. We went to that little smoke session there too. We've been running into you guys for a minute now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you seem to be the man on the scene. Yeah, that was shout out to AC Infinity, and put on a little party there in LA. It was interesting, like a private do I call it an underground warehouse spot? It was interesting. We're rolling up to that spot.
It started out warm, and that did not matter a single fuck to anyone. Not a lick of it. Just what happened. No one cared. It was such a good time, and it was because we had a lot of people there. Speaking of one, we got Northern Scrogger in the chat as I pull Saul Bunyan up. But yeah, we got Northern Scrogger in the chat. What's up, buddy? He's in here. You can also see Blazing Arizona. We've met him at plenty of events. In fact, he came out to California last time.
Nice.
Yeah, he brought out a bunch of weed for everybody. Thank you, brother. Reggie the Mechanical, he's been over here multiple times. He's awesome. Gotta love that dude. Macho Grams, that's our guy right there. Just shouting out some of the people in the chat. Much love,
Hell yeah.
Solid dude. Germinator's in this motherfucker. We got goddamn Golden. I'm never gonna say it right. Macho
Grams be savage.
Spicy Plant Mom. We know that motherfucker. She was out at whatever. She was at Common Ground Fair with all of us there. Saul Bunyan was too. He was the dude that's 6'93". You know, that he's awesome. He was at Common Ground with me. He's the one who drove too. We had a good time. Thank you for coming out early that time. That was awesome. And double A. So yeah. Fuck, I got other stuff written on the board I gotta look at. Okay, so we covered that. Oh, the Grow Along Kindway Farms. That was really fucking cool of them. They had you guys come out and did the speaking on the stage and stuff. That episode, I'll get to editing on that when I get back from the trip. I had cut off the AI controller, and at the end of it, I mentioned I'll be filming at the DGC and all that fun stuff. So you can look forward to that when I get back, as well as the Common Ground Fair video. So those will be coming. Look forward to those. And dude, the DGC is right around the corner. What else should we talk about? What else you guys got going on there that we should bring up for sure, that we shouldn't forget?
I mean, regarding the DGC Cup or just life in general?
Just the DGC Cup and life in general. Just both of them.
I mean, you can tell my brain's just usually turning until the day before to make sure I got all my boxes checked. As far as what else stuff to bring about it, I mean, come on out. There's a lot of places. If you can get to Denver, it's right just outside of Denver. It usually sells out every year. Don't be slacking. DGCcup.com. It's really a pleasure if you live somewhere. It's a trip to see people that come out from that prohibition states or semi-legal states, or where they can't talk to their neighbors, or hidden grow, and then they see this like freaking circus tent of like weed going on, and they're just like, dude, when are the cops coming? Like, what? This is crazy. I really love meeting people like that, just to be able to. And then, like you said, everybody that around, the chances every other person at least is a grower. So I love talking shop too. It's a great time to talk a little grow. Run into people. It's one of my favorite things to do. Ask them what they use to grow strain. Get into nutrients. Get into the nitty gritty. What type of LEDs are you running? So that's fun as well.
It's really fun because you had an HLG stand there last year. That was cool as hell. We got to talk to them for a little bit.
We're going to have a dope AC Infinity setup this year. We're going to have a full 5x5 outfitted. I think I'm going to actually have artificial plants in it. Last year, we scored some real wheat CBD plants. And don't get me wrong, I hate plastic plants, but these were already sitting somewhere, and a dude's like, hey, you could use these. But we're going to have a lot of their gear set up and running, kind of like an AC Infinity display area, because as you know, you mentioned the Growers Gauntlet earlier. They support podcasters, man, and they have badass gear. So it's like, vote with your dollars. Your coupon code was Astronaut, I believe.
Yes, sir. Promo code Astro. Yeah. What's yours?
Dude Grows.
Use either one. Yeah. Be sure to support content creators that you like.
I always challenge. I'm like, if you're listening to this message and you're a grower, I bet if you go to acinfinity.com and look at their whole catalog, you're going to find something. I mean, they got everything down to the scissors, man. So like, you're going to find something to up your grow game or that you need.
It's so true, dude. They're always sending such cool stuff. I've got a whole bunch of still got to do, but their quality equipment is phenomenal. I had the hat on earlier and shit, but it got a little dirty, so I was like, I'm just going to put this one on. Plus, with the light the way it was, you couldn't even see my face on the camera. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to put this hat on. Like, I don't even care right now. I'm fucking in a hurry. So, yeah, dude, they're so great. They're so awesome. I'm going to be doing not only the rest of the AI video where I'm going into detail about all the things that the community has brought up to me, because I did go through the Discord one day with, I know 420 Things was in the chat a minute ago. He was there, and quite a few other people, and they were telling me everything that they had questions of, or anything that they brought up to the table. and I took notes. I got a whole pamphlet full of things that I'm going to go ahead and go through. So the second video is going to be a large video. Be looking forward to that. That was just the start. And a lot of other stuff. They're sending me some stuff to try out as well. So got a lot of content coming from them. It's really cool to see they're going to be out there so strong this year. Looking forward to that. And man, just the whole thing in general. We're all fucking ready.
Also, I didn't mention it. This is a great place to get genetics. Either cuts. There's going to be a few different clone guys. There's going to be plenty of seeds going around, and it gives you the opportunity to get the information, talk to the breeder, sit there and really learn about what clone you're actually buying, growth characteristics. So it's a great place if you need to, who doesn't want to get their hands on new genetics and have, or I always encourage people, you should have a little bit of a seed bank, man. Have at least, 10 packs on the backup. You never know. What if you can't get seeds for some crazy ass reason? I don't know. Armageddon. You want a little seed bank, all right?
Mm-hmm. And don't burn yourselves out. If you're not somebody who generally takes edibles, what should you not do when you get there first thing? Probably take a fucking edible, guys. Come on. This is the endurance game that we're shooting for here. You want to have the most fun? I assure you. Take small hits, proportion them, let yourself make it the whole time through. You're just going to enjoy it much more, and you don't want to burn yourself out. What's it called? Green.
It's not rude. You're not being rude if you politely decline. Don't feel obligated.
Ooh,
so
great.
You can always tell people, hey man, I appreciate that. I'm just, I'm good right now, and I gotta, so because I've learned the hard way.
She's gonna be at that one afterwards. We'll talk about. I'm gonna leave that comment there so I remember what I'm talking about afterwards. Also, want to bring up, if you're one of those guys who are like, oh, you smoke it, don't be that fuckwad. Nobody likes that guy. Don't peer pressure people. Everybody's there to have a good time. You don't make yourself feel better by trying to demise or belittle other people. It's adorable that you feel that you have to do that, but people who do Dude, my dad used to do that, drive me insane. Just hit it. Like, what? Motherfucker, I'm not enjoying it if I go past that line. Like, you're a dork. Go fuck your own ass. Like, I'm not about to have it. Don't be that guy. Like, so have a fun time out there. And then I pinned her comment because there is an event going on 2 weeks after the DGC that I will also be at, as well as Seed to Harvest Podcast, Sly Loco, plenty of other people. Be sure to look forward to going to that. It's at Lake of the Ozarks. So good luck with the weather lately. It's I hear it's floody down there right now as we speak, actually. I'm going to go fucking film a tornado tomorrow. Sorry, that was so rain. I have ADHD. I have decided recently all of a sudden I'm just wanting to be a storm chaser. So I just think it'd be fun for two reasons. One, A, there's a tornado. I guess I didn't need to say A, but we're going to go with it now. So B is, I mean, you could sell that shit to a news station for like 20 grand if you get some good stable footage. Motherfucker, bet your ass I'm gambling. I'm driving out to Oklahoma or some shit tomorrow morning. That's my decision. I decided that yesterday. Like, do you want to go?
There we go.
Come on, haven't you ever seen the movie Twister? I'm sold.
Yeah, dude, let's go. Like, I decided I'm doing it because like it's tornado season, dude. I want to film that shit, and all right. So my Hummer is gonna be Chase the Chaser. And I'm going to be the untrained storm chaser. I'm the untrained storm chaser, and Chase the Chaser are going on an adventure. We're going to chase a tornado. I'm sure it's going to get like halfway through the first episode before I get decapitated by a cow. But like, it's going to be a fun time. Dude, Twister, that's the fucking movie. I found this. This is my son's toy. I don't know why it's out here. He's never been out here. I think I stole this from my son so that I could use it for something funny and never took it back. That makes me a thief.
I think you're
on that 9 gram. It was on the 9 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9 grams.
That must have been it. Yeah, this shit's got me good. I like it. That was the first time smoking that for breakfast. So, well, fuck. It's been, let's see here. It's been about 53 minutes. I would like to take the remainder of the time to discuss where they could find you at. What do you have cooking other than the DGC? What's going on in Dude's World? Just tell us all of
the best thing we got going on, man, is realdgc.com. About a year ago, maybe now, I don't know. There's almost 6,000 users, growers, I should say. We just had dudegrows.com, and it just didn't have enough functionality. We messed around with Patreon and Banner, our web dude, and many other hats he wears. We're like, we want something where there's, groups and chats, and, Discord is a little too much for some people. There's a learning curve there. So we got realdgc.com. It's in the App Store. You can also just use it on your browser. Works really well. But join up, post up a grow question. Tons of people are commenting. Maestro's over there all the time. He's helping growers out. There's different rooms you can sign up to be a producer of Dude Grow Show over there as well and get all the discounts and giveaways. So that's the main thing, man. Other than the cup is once a year. If you can't make it, come next year. We do it the first weekend of June every year. And yeah, yell Dude Grows at your phone if you can't remember any of that, and it'll figure it out for you. Say, hey,
then you
Siri.
got Instagram, right? Too. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Sure
Dude Grows IG. That's because One-Eyed Cat runs our IG. If I was trying to run our IG, it would be horrible. I just don't have enough. I don't make excuses. It's just I'm not, enough time in the day. I love podcasts and love hanging out and doing the show. But after that, for me, maybe it's not ADHD, but it's too much time in front of screens. I mean, I think I have like a 4-hour limit before it just starts to get to be too much. So, and this day and age, man, since I'm on my old man rant, it's hard. I want you to look at your phone for this and that. That's why I started the show by saying how much I love the lake has no reception. So when you're out there for a few days, you can't be bothered by anything.
Exactly. And for everybody who are watching right now, if you don't happen to already know who Dude Grows is for some fucking crazy reason, and this is your first time seeing this dude, well, fuck, you should probably figure it out. He knows his shit. He's been doing this for a really long time. More than that, he has had a successful YouTube channel since before I even knew what the fuck it was. So really, pay your respects. Know who this guy is. Go check up on his fucking shit's so full of knowledge. It's incredible. To say they've been
shout
doing
out to learning in public. I don't know my shit fully. I mean, I've always learned with the crew along the way. I host a show. I try to keep Scotty in line, if you will. And our Wednesday show is usually about grow talk. Our Saturday show is hanging, light that blunt with your coffee. We're having a good time talking culture, news, entertainment. But yeah, shout out to Scotty and the rest of the DGC. That's who, with the Grambo, there's no way without Grambo. Producers, man, we could never do. Or Scotty used to be the producer, and that was crazy. Because I'd have to listen back, and then you can't get mad at your co-host for editing something wrong. You know what I mean? So having producer, that's Grambo, Guru back in the day, it takes a team, right? It takes a team.
And you've got a pretty goddamn good one, man. It's going pretty well over there, and you can tell it shows in the Grow and like the Dudes Grow Show Cup. Everybody has a good time, dude. If you can, make it out there for real. It's going to be an amazing time. And dude, much love. Big shout out to you for coming on. And
thanks for having. Yeah, definitely love to hang. I love to be on a show when I don't have usually I'm looking at my big monitor here and half of it's a format and I'm scrolling it and I'm listening to Scotty and I'm multitasking and going on other shows is just hanging out. It's great.
Kind of relaxing, you know what I mean? So guys, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so to not just me, but to him. And I'm sure his link will be dropped as well in the comments. So much love, everybody. Hit the like. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Easy.